my darlings. While Buckingham Palace was busy burying Prince Andrew's titles, the heavens themselves opened up, and Jamaica was fighting for its life. But guess who showed up when the crown didn't? Not King Charles, not the future King William, not the silent polished royals hiding behind palace walls. It was the exiled pair they tried to erase, Meghan and Harry. While Windsor's world was cracking from the inside, the Sussexes were sending light across the ocean, posting aid links, raising awareness, and reminding the world that duty isn't worn, it's lived. And just when Meghan dared to smile, just smile, the British press lost their collective minds. Because apparently a black American woman arranging flowers is more offensive than a prince accused of far worse. So tonight, my loves, we're not holding back. We're diving straight into the storm, where scandal meets compassion, where hypocrisy meets truth, and where Harry and Meghan once again prove that the only royalty that matters is humanity. The Duchess of Sussex's As Ever team posted that now infamous image, Meghan arranging flowers, radiant, calm, and alive. But for the British tabloids, that was blood in the water. Within minutes, headlines screamed, "Another blunder for Meghan." Duchess shared picture of herself, grinning broadly as news of Andrew's ousting broke, before quickly deleting it. A blunder? No, my darlings, a power move. Because in that smile, Meghan said everything the palace never could. I'm unbothered. I'm free. And your chaos isn't mine. While Andrew's titles were stripped away, Meghan's dignity remained intact. No crisis manager, no palace press release, just grace. And as the British media melted down over a photo, a real tragedy was unfolding. Hurricane Melissa slammed into Jamaica, one of the most violent storms in the island's history. Homes gone, families displaced, lives shattered. But where were the so-called leaders of the Commonwealth? King Charles? A templated one-paragraph note of thoughts and prayers. William and Kate? Digital crickets. Enter the Sussexes. Harry and Meghan released a heartfelt message on Archewell, urging the world to support Jamaica and linking verified aid organisations. No PR spin, no ego, just action. That's the difference, my loves. While the monarchy poses for photo ops, the Sussexes mobilise hope. They didn't wait for headlines, they made impact. Now, here's where it gets delicious. In their message, Harry and Meghan mentioned their last visit to Jamaica in 2024, a tiny detail that sent the British tabloids into cardiac arrest. Because yes, the Sussexes were the last British royals to visit Jamaica, and they were welcomed with open arms. The energy, the warmth, the connection, it was real. Meanwhile, the last time William and Kate set foot there in 2022, let's just say it was a colonial PR disaster for the ages. Chants of "We want independence" filled the air. And that haunting image of the couple reaching through a fence will live forever as the symbol of how out of touch the monarchy has become. So when the Sussexes subtly reminded the world of their visit, it wasn't petty, it was poetic. We were there when it mattered. We still care. We always will. This contrast isn't new. Recall the Royal Charm Offensive in the Caribbean, meant to strengthen ties but often out of touch. Images of royals behind fences and military parades evoked colonial memories, sparking criticism and protests. Jamaicans demanded more than ceremony. They wanted acknowledgement of history and real dialogue. The old approach missed the mark, sidestepping crucial issues. In contrast, Harry and Meghan engaged as equals, building relationships based on respect and shared values. Their response to Jamaica's crisis was about partnership, not hierarchy. What sets Harry and Meghan apart is their real connection to Jamaica. Harry's visits and Meghan's personal ties have built authentic relationships. Jamaicans see them as friends, not distant royals. Their understanding of the island's culture and spirit shaped their compassionate response. They broke down barriers, offering hugs, real conversations, and genuine empathy. Their support after the hurricane was an extension of this bond. They helped not as outsiders, but as people who care deeply. The Sussexes' authenticity is their greatest strength. In crisis, they showed up for Jamaica as true allies. Presence, not protocol, made the difference. Let's call it what it is: hypocrisy in high definition. A disgraced prince losing his titles, a monarchy desperate to manage PR disasters, and the British press trying to convince us that Meghan's smile was the real scandal. Please, Meghan's joy is resistance. Her peace is rebellion, her authenticity is power. And Harry, still his mother's son, continues to honour Diana's legacy by putting people first. From Invictus to natural disaster relief, he leads not with status, but with soul. That's what terrifies them. Because the Sussexes don't need the monarchy to be relevant. They've already become meaningful. In Harry and Meghan's actions, we see Diana's enduring legacy, radical empathy, unwavering kindness, and a lifelong commitment to service. Diana taught the world that a royal title could be a powerful force for good, breaking barriers and reaching out to those most in need. Harry and Meghan carry that torch forward, challenging outdated traditions and leading with genuine compassion and courage. Despite relentless media attacks and constant scrutiny, their work and dedication speak for themselves, inspiring millions. Support organisations on the ground, like those backed by Archewell, who are making real change in communities. So while the palace clings to protocol and the tabloids spin their venom, Meghan and Harry keep writing their own story, one rooted in compassion, courage and truth. And as Jamaica rebuilds, their message remains clear. Leadership isn't about crowns or castles. It's about showing up when it counts. So, my darlings, if you can, please support the relief efforts. Donate, share, amplify. Let's match the Sussexes' energy and help Jamaica heal. Because when history looks back, it won't remember the palace press releases or Andrew's rebrand. It'll remember the ones who cared when the cameras weren't rolling. And that's Meghan and Harry, the real royals of heart.